So before we get into the volcanic mine buffs, I'm just going to show you one quick thing. Before you couldn't store this rare fossilized tusk, now you can. Now theoretically, the amount of experience gained from the volcanic mine has been upped by 40%, that's their words. Now my previous video I got around 40 to 50k XP an hour, but let's say benefit of the doubt, I get 50k XP an hour. So if we do 50k XP an hour plus 40%, we're only getting 70k XP an hour, which like doesn't make this worth doing. But another thing that I brought up in that video is how you require teamwork. Now they've made a change which like sort of eliminates the teamwork other than someone who has to make the mine stable. So if you make the mine stable by checking the vents and such, you get slightly more more points for doing that. But the bigger change is this. If multiple boulders exist in the volcanic mine, you can only mine one so far before you must move the other one. Or another one. So what does this mean? So if you go in with a big team and 3 boulders spawn, that means you physically won't be able to mine all of the boulders except one. Also right here we go to the trade option. The volcanic mine shop prices have been reduced by about 30%. Still it's not really enough. Well, it says 30%, but like these were 700 before the update. That's not quite 30%, but whatever. So I guess you could buy a few more runite ore now, which is like nice. Other changes with the volcanic mine are the meteorites that were like the things that would hit you for random damage, and now slightly less likely to fall in the volcanic mine depending on the mine stability. So if the mine is really stable, they probably have a lower chance of falling, and their damage has been lowered to 15 to 20 rather than 50 to 30, so they hit you for slightly less damage. But still you have to use food because of the volcanic monsters and such. And the last volcanic mine change, you're no longer able to join a mine that is past its preparation phase. Now I will do a game just to check the XP. The preparation phase is, say I enter this mine right now. I go in, I pay the fee, and boop, I'm in. The preparation phase is now started. The preparation phase is 1 minute for everyone to get into the mine. And once the preparation phase, that first 1 minute, is over, no one else can join the mine until the game is over, and then a new one starts. So that means like you can't join the game halfway through, so you won't have like any leeches and stuff, which is nice. So while we wait for this game to start, some other changes are the Sulia set mushroom trees. I don't know, the trees that you can cut in the this area, this swamp area. They've got like a tiny buff, but apparently they're about 65k XP an hour, including the buff. But also these spawns, every time you chop one down, it despawns wherever you chopped it down, and it spawns somewhere else, so you constantly have to be moving. You get attacked by tar monsters, so I couldn't imagine anyone would be doing this since it's like effort and dangerous. Yeah, and we're going in. So at the moment it's in the preparation phase, like I said, so no one else can join once the preparation phase finishes, but the thing hasn't started yet. You can tell when you're in the preparation phase because the time remaining up here doesn't change. And now it has changed. If the preparation phase is over, no one else can join. Now they said they have improved the points you get for making the mine stable, but I'm pretty sure it'll still be best points to just actually mine the rock. Now I'm interested to see which rock it forces us to mine. Maybe it's this one. Okay, I just got a little confused because that rock up there is ahead of this one, but they can still mine it. But just had confirmation from a JMod. If a rock is 2 steps ahead from the rock that is furthest back, then you can't mine it. So that rock all the way northwest, not that one. The one over there. That one cannot be mined since this one is still on the 2nd step. So once this one moves to the 3rd step, then you can move that one. Since the one, not this one, the other one further northwest is 2 steps ahead. So yeah, if this one was at the start and like that rock was there or there, you wouldn't be able to mine it since it's 2 steps ahead, just to clarify. Okay. So that's the 2nd time. That's 2 attempts, both times we died, so I think that says a lot, really. Oh dude, it's gonna be so close. Oh, last second, yes, yes. Well, so that was 6.3k XP. So I noted down the XP I had in mining before I went into the volcanic mine for that trip. So I had 14,591, so we do 14,591 take away 14,600, which means we got exactly 9k XP, including the XP drop at the end, so 9k XP in 10 minutes. And since it's 11 minutes per game, so 9 times 5.45, which is the amount of games you can do an hour, equals 49k XP an hour. So those calculations didn't really support the idea of an extra 40% XP an hour, but they did say extra 40% XP an hour, so I'm going to take their word for it. So best case scenario, 50k an hour plus 40%, like I said before, 70k XP an hour. That's best case scenario, right? Even then, like the amount of times I failed to get that one good game, which wasn't even good XP because there wasn't enough people to make it worth it. So yeah, that 70k XP an hour is assuming you have a big number of people, like 30 or 40 plus, and you don't fail any games in the entire hour. So, like, unless they change the fundamental mechanics of the mine, this needs to be like 100k plus an hour, assuming you succeed all of the games in an hour, because it requires teamwork. Like, you have to have a few people on each vent, and there's 3 vents, so that's like up to 9 people that are sacrificing XP to make the mine successful for other people. Therefore, it needs to balance out and be way more XP an hour. And in the poll, they said 82k XP an hour, and with this change, it only gets 70k XP an hour. So yeah, like I said, I basically came to the same conclusion as I did last time, is skilling clans will probably abuse this if it's good XP an hour, which at the moment it just isn't. Yeah, it really needs to be 100k plus XP an hour. But anyway, enough of the volcanic mine. So if we head just north here, so here's the banks over there. Oh, let me open a map. The bank is right here. And to get to the mahogany trees before, you would have to go all the way around there, but now you can just go through this cave. And then, boop, there you go, your trees. Look, my trees are still growing. I planted all these at the same time. How is this one bigger than these two? And another nice update is with the herbivore, you can now find out how many you've killed. How many you've hunted. So you can right click here, check count. It says I've killed 0 herbivores. I have killed some, or hunted some, but the count had to be reset for this update, so it will now count how many herbivores you've done since today, this Thursday. And you can check this count at any of the hunter spots, and the hunter spots are where you can start the tracking for the herbivore. Now, one last update is the mermaid shop. So the main thing about the mermaid shop is the thieving and agility arena that is related to it didn't give you any GP per hour. You would just loot mermaid tears, fossils, and numerite right here. But now with the mermaid tears, as we will soon find out once I get there, with the mermaid tears you can now buy bowls of fish, or fish bowls or whatever. Now I thought fish bowls, they already exist. You can like put fish in them, have like a pet fish. But no, to ride out to sea and then go diving. Dive anyway, and we swim on over to the shop just over here. How much are these bowls of fish? So for 30 mermaid tears, that's like, I don't know, that's like a couple of hours worth of this, because these are all my mermaid tears, and I've done this for like 10 hours probably. So an hour and a bit you can get 1 fish bowl, and let's go back up to the surface and open it up. Dump a monkfish in here, and let's open the bowl of fish. Oh, we got a fossil, that's pretty good. Let me see, so one bowl of fish gave me 5k worth of fish. Okay, I honestly expected it to give me like 100k worth of fish. That's so bad. Okay. I don't even like, honestly, I'm not quite sure what the JMods are thinking now, but that's fine, because all I care about are these islands up here when they do the expansion, which will probably be very big. It'll probably be a boss or a new raid or something, I imagine. So look forward to that. I imagine they'll announce it at RuneFest, I suppose. But yeah, sorry, that's quite a disappointing update, dude. Well, there's not really much to say. I'm as disappointed as you are. Yep, that's unfortunate. Fossil Island still isn't really worth coming here for unless you're going to do the herbivore. Yeah. So, yeah, I have skipped a few other Fossil Island changes. They're not very significant, but I've linked the news post in the description, along with changes to the Dead Man tournament of this autumn. So you can go check that out in the link in the description. And that is about it for today.